So today I want to talk about shiny object syndrome and how it affected me and how it led me to, losing money. So for those of you who don't know, shiny object syndrome is when you want to do many things at the same time because you find it very exciting. Whatever you're doing may be boring. Whatever you're doing may not work. Whatever you're doing may not be as fun as you thought it'd be. So what you do is you try to do something new in hopes that a new thing is more exciting, more fun, and you're more successful at it, right? So that's why shiny object syndrome is hits people hard, especially those who are more entrepreneurial, those who are more growth oriented, and those who get excited by a lot of things, right? And I'm guilty of this as well. So let me kind of share all the shiny object syndrome stuff that I've done, right? So for me, I started my investing journey in investing in stocks, right? Like where a lot of us start off. I know during COVID, like Robinhood got very popular, where people who weren't interested in like investing started getting to like stocks, and they were just like day trading stocks, which isn't investing. It's just gambling, right? You're just trying to ride the buy low, sell high, right? But at the end of the day, it's just guessing, and you don't know how you're gonna do, right? But it's very exciting, right? So like, and that's where I got started too in 2013. I bought, like, I'd listened to like random friends, and they're telling me about this hot new stock, so I'd put like $1,000 in, and half the times I would win, half the times I would lose. And I think one time I remember I bought GoPro stocks, because in 2013 GoPro was really popular. Bought it, thought I was buying it at a deal at $45 a share because it used to be 90, and I remember losing like a couple $1,000s on that. And I was like, all right, after that, no more buying individual stocks. I'm just gonna I bought some Apple stocks. I didn't know any other good stocks. I'm like, well, it's a good company. But now what I do is I buy index funds, right? Like, I don't have time to research it. I don't want to gamble it. I just want to be guaranteed to win and guaranteed to make some sort of money, right? So basically bought index funds. And after that, I got the shiny object syndrome beaten out of me, lost a couple $1,000s, learned my lesson. Now I don't really buy individual stocks, right? Like, unless it's like big companies like Apple, or Amazon, something big that I know for the most part do well. But if you buy the S&P 500, that's part of it, right? It's part of that as well. The next thing is I got into real estate, right? So, obviously I started off in single family homes, house hacking single family homes specifically, and then I just kept on buying more and more house hack single family homes, right? In California, in areas that I was just living at. So I just needed a house for me to live in. And from there, I wanted more cash flow. So I shiny object syndrome from, I own some houses in the Bay Area. I own a house in Orange County, and then I shiny object syndrome to buying a single family new construction in Huntsville, Alabama, because I heard that it was a great market, it was more cash flow, so I bought one. And then after buying one single family home there, I shiny object syndrome into small apartment complexes in Oklahoma, right? So at first I was looking at Tennessee, sent letters out there, wasn't successful. Sent it to Alabama, wasn't successful. And I sent it to Oklahoma, and I hit there. So that's good. And then basically, what was, while sending out letters, I got leads to apartments, I got leads to like a medical office building, I got leads to retail strip centers, other bunch of shiny object syndrome, right? So, was basically doing that. And, I was buying, and I was looking at different markets. Then after that, I ended up, getting my 2 apartment complexes, one in Oklahoma City, one in Eden. So they're about like an hour and a half apart. And then after that, I wanted to jump into mobile home parks, different asset class and different state, right? So I bought a mobile home park in Selma, Alabama, right? Different market, different asset class, right? And then from that, after that, I was actually looking at self-storage in Oklahoma, right? So I basically was looking at self-storage, sent a bunch of letters out, talked to a couple owners, made a couple offers. Luckily I didn't get it. Then after that, I shined after syndrome into like an RV park. Had that under contract. and then I ended up falling through, which ended up working out for me better. But this is kind of like the power of shiny object syndrome, because like it's just very exciting to do multiple things, and then once you kind of learn the reality of it and you get burned, you realize like that was stupid, right? And on top of that, I did an Amazon drop shipping store through a popular YouTuber. I did my own independent pharmacy. I was just trying so many different things, right? And it's cool to say, like, it's a cool flex to say, like, hey, yeah, look at me, I own mobile home park, 2 apartments, self-storage, I got these businesses, right? But now that I've been through it, I know that people who do multiple things and have shiny object syndrome, most of them aren't making money. Like, let's be honest here, most are not making money, right? Like, 1 or 2 of those are like carrying the team, right? The rest are probably losing money or breaking even. So, like, my Amazon dropshipping store, I paid $30,000 for that store. I lost $7,000, got rid of it, ended up losing close to $40,000. My independent pharmacy, the partnership didn't work out. It was taking up too much time. Didn't make much money. Got rid of it. Lost, $40,000 there. Mobile home park, right? Like, I had a bad property manager. They weren't strong. Wasn't an asset class that I wanted to deal with, and tenant base that I wanted to deal with, right? Because they were D-class tenants, D-class location. Sold it. Probably right now I lost $60,000, but I'm carrying a note in second lien position, and assuming I got all my payments for that, I'll probably break even. But my money's trapped there for like 3 years. And thankfully self-storage didn't go through, so I didn't try object syndrome of that. Probably would have lost money. Thank God the RV park didn't pan out. Probably would have lost money on that because it's the same property manager that was managing my mobile home park, which failed. So it's interesting to me now. I'm like the reverse, where like I'm just saying no to everything. Like, that opportunity sounds great, but there's probably a lot of things that I'm unaware about, that I don't know about, that's gonna cause you to lose, right? So that's why shiny object syndrome is so deadly, right? Because there's a lot of unknown things that you don't know about yet, that you're unaware of, and because you're unaware of it, you think it's exciting, it's rosy, right? And the most recent thing that I've trying to really contemplate and asking my girlfriend, I would love your guys' input too, is like, at this point, I building up my social media brand, building up my course, building up mentorship, trying to add value to people, coaching. But I'm at the point now where I have a little bit more free time than what I'm used to, right? I'm just working my job. I'm used to my job. I'm going to be starting a new job soon, which will shorten my commute. Creating content. I'm on a pretty routine schedule now in terms of creating content. And, it's kind of at the point where, like, should I become a real estate agent, right? But, I know it's hard. I know it's not easy. But I was thinking, well, eventually I'm going to have to buy a house for me to live in, so I can represent myself. I can do open houses myself, or like, open units or empty houses for sale, and just like record content in those. A lot of people ask me like to refer them to the realtor that I use to buy homes in Huntsville, Alabama, so I could like split some commission. I know it costs around $500 to become a realtor, and about $100 a month to hang your license with online brokerage. That's 100% commission. So I'm like contemplating, like, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? I've said a lot in this channel pretty consistently that most real estate agents and brokers are terrible, and most real estate agents and brokers don't have any real estate themselves. So I own 51 units right now, and I know I could manage. I know I can tell investors better then, because I am an investor, and I can be more realistic with homeowners because I have that broader perspective, and I don't need money from these sales. So please put your comments down below. Like, should I pursue being a realtor? Should I not? If I do pursue it, I'm gonna document my journey. I'm gonna share what courses I'm doing for my realtor exam, how the exam was, like which online brokerage I'm gonna use, and then how much money I made by being a real estate agent. And I'm still gonna be doing it like part-time on top of everything else I'm doing. So I'm like contemplating on that and thinking about it. Don't want to rush into it right now. So hopefully this video helps you combat your shiny object syndrome. Hopefully this prevents you from losing, $150,000 is what I lost roughly. And hopefully this gives you some insight that it's better just to do one thing that's very boring, that works. That's what's gonna make you rich, right? That's what's gonna help you retire from your job, right? Just do one thing that's boring. For me, it's single family homes in California, buying index funds, buying apartment complexes in Oklahoma near my 2 apartment complexes right now where I have a team. That's it. Everything else, for the most part, is shiny object syndrome. That's why I need your help with the realtor. Should I be a realtor? So please share this video with somebody who has shiny object syndrome, who needs to hear this message, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.